The following show contains a fictional narrative that includes themes, events, and language that some may find distressing. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to This Line Isn't Secure. We don't like lice, but we deal with them because they're our family. Very good to see you all here. It's been a fantastic time being by myself. However, you being here now is also okay. We're going to get going with our fantastic team and the introductions that they'll give to you. And then we're going to do the whole thing where we do the book reading and the campaign with the thing and the show or whatever. So go ahead and first person, give us your introduction. Introduction, apparently is what I'm saying today. Go ahead, please.
The whatever it is. Yep, I'm Ty. I play ex-Deputy Marshal Reed Hollis, who just tried to kill a man on a throne, or something like that. That's me.
Hey guys, I'm Charlie. I'm playing Adam Lambert. No, I'm playing Adam Blackburn. Got him.
Nice.
All right. And I am joined the Mo Club, so fucking,
Looks good.
call me out.
Yeah, for all of our non-video listeners, Charlie does have a great mustache.
Hey all, this is Andy, and I just left the Facial Hair Club for those who are our listeners, non-viewers. And I will continue to play former FBI forensic psychiatrist, current Professor Alexander Shoemaker, who is simultaneously dead and alive. So that'll be fun to play.
Very nice.
Excellent. And I am Hawk. As always, I am playing the incredible Agent Miranda, aka Heather Stoddard, a woman for whom her actions will certainly never have consequences and cause her to regret the very day she was born. Also, she does computer stuff.
Fantastic. Well, we are not sponsored by VIX. Go ahead and, if you'd like to, Hawk, give us a fantastic an opener recap for the show today.
I would really love to, Libby. But the thing is, last week, a nightmare for me personally, for all of us, Libby. Really. We began not among the horrible confines of the Dorchester House at night, but in a strange chamber surrounded by yellow curtains, with dark skies, with everything going wrong stretching ahead of us. Dr. Maximo Friend sat on a throne, an attendant and smaller throne beside him. One of our number, Agent was it Merchant or Millstone? I can't quite recall. Raced to throttle. I believe Millstone raced to throttle
It's a me.
Dr. Friend. And Agent Merchant raced to sit on the smaller throne. Agent Miranda attempted to put out a fire in the meantime, and the earth cracked open beneath them. They experienced a horrible and dreadful presence, and before long, trying to restrain each other, trying to throttle Dr. Maximo Friend, they reappeared in the cotton candy room, where they were substantially chided for trying to interfere and told that Ed was not at all happy with them, Ed being the giant who had previously threatened them. They began to explore the Dorchester at night, the horrible space only worse and worse as they explored. They met a woman, I believe pause for effect and effect only, because I definitely know this, Miranda Carver?
Close, Deborah.
Nice. Deborah, who had a conversation with Merchant and introduced him as well to a sort of ship's wheel or a spinning hatch handle on the wall. Merchant went up to it, he turned the wheel and went somewhere that I know not, and frankly I hope never to know. When he returned, he was killed. And now, He is not killed. This is not the kind of situation you like to happen. At least, as best as I can manage. That's how I remember it.
How would Merchant remember that?
So Merchant remembers meeting the author of the play, the person he has been looking for the better part of 20 years, J.C. Linz. And after a brief conversation with him is pulled away by Deborah, in which he experienced falling and being handed a piece of glass that the rest of the crew would have seen him killing Darabandi with when Meridian intervened and killed Merchant. Merchant has no memory of killing Darabandi, has no conception of killing Darabandi. All he knows is that when he landed from falling, he landed on an elevator. And as soon as the door opened, he was compelled to say, I guess maybe next time? Thanks for keeping your end of the bargain.
The bell of the elevator rings, kind of reverberates through the walls of the Dorchester. You all feel as though you have heard that bell yourselves, as though it has somehow kind of worked its way into maybe a bus that you've been on, or maybe in a deli. Sometime in your life you've heard this bell, but now it kind of mocks you. A lot of things mock you here in the night floors, whether that's McAllister, whether it's here or somewhere else where reality is thin. And so again, jesting as it ever has been, the bell continues to live all around you until it doesn't anymore, until the thing that you are more focused on has to do with who you are seeing and what the fuck he's wearing. There before you, as you've probably seen for a number of seconds now, maybe in a minute, as you're just standing there in some amalgamation of shock and excitement and concern, there is Merchant. Yellow striped pajamas. They look to be ratty and worn, but you know he feels comfortable. I guess that might have an odd definition. Maybe that's shifted. But certainly he looks like he's lived inside those for a while. And while he doesn't seem to be all that with it, all that together, certainly doesn't seem to have a whole lot of purpose or drive within his eyeballs, it sure as shit is Merchant. Well, at least it looks a lot like Merchant. A lot like the body on the floor in front of all of you right now, much closer than this Merchant is getting out of the elevator. But the one on the floor looks distinctly dead, as much as that can mean wherever you are. So maybe the guy who stepped out of the elevator is, I don't know, the king? But maybe it's Merchant. Maybe he's born with it. What would you like to do?
Meridian will look at Merchant through the elevator and start looking at the body which he's holding. Seeing it's the same person, and all the possibilities of things being impossible, this is by far the most fucked up he's ever been. They'll probably let go of the corpse that he was holding on to, removes the needle, and like, who the fuck are you?
Merchant will take a couple steps forward, smiling contentedly, relaxed, but with each step moving from content, relaxed, confident to deeply confused, and suddenly lock eyes with his corpse. Meridian, what's happening? Who's that?
It's you. And he would point out at the bloodbath right literally next to us, like,
roll sand. Oh, everybody, right fucking now.
I'm immune to the yellow sign. Does that come into effect here?
It does not. But great.
We're rolling for what though? We're rolling for violence or unnatural?
Probably
Both,
unnatural.
bitch.
Probably, yeah. Probably unnatural.
Yeah, well,
Everything.
I got an 80 over 53.
34 under 56.
71 over 47.
And last and not least, 41 under 51.
Nice. All right, those of you who failed there, you are going to lose 4, and those who succeeded are going to lose 2. Not too cool, not too cool. It turns out seeing your friend both dead and alive in front of you is not what your brain appreciates in a good way. So, I guess again, I should stop saying good and bad and stuff, at some point, but I'll just keep saying it for now. Sorry. Continue on. Your dead friend is there.
Merchant's gonna push that because I'm desperately close to breaking point.
Okay.
And so for the first time this game, I'll be pushing sand. So, quick walk me through that.
Pick a bond. Roll a d4.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna still lose 2, but I'm also gonna push 2 onto his grad student Haley Greenwich.
Yeah, fuck her.
And well, it's
her fault, really.
His concept,
Yeah, man.
his concept that professor is the most important thing he's doing in his life is fading pretty fast, and he's not actually sure right now if he exists outside the night floors. Seeing a dead body and seeing him, he doesn't. He's Hugh Jackman in the Prestige. He doesn't know if he's the duplicate or the one who is the original.
Yeah.
And so with that, his connection to his grounding with Haley is dropping, and he still loses sand over it.
Meridian will deflect onto Sonia Amarilla. Seeing that Merchant is dead yet not dying, makes him disconnect from reality and all of he holds dear together. And for exactly 2, not breaking yet.
Any others who would like to, shift blame from your brain to someone else's brain?
I'm too tired, man.
Feel that.
That's Reed too. Reed's just tired, and I think that he loses sand, but he's not gonna push that. He's just gonna laugh at the absurdity of what's happening in front of him.
Nice. And Merchant, how did all that losing of the willpower? Do you feel? I mean, look, I imagine your fortitude at this point in time has never really been as low in general, but how much did that projection hurt you? I think it's relevant in that because you're in such a very volatile space.
Yeah. So willpower, Merchant lives at a 14. Now he's down to 12, and so he's got a fairly strong sense of willpower, but this is significant. So he drops to his knees right near his corpse and puts his hand on his own shoulder and just kind of moves the body just to see is it here? Is it not here? Is it what's happening here? He'll start scooching up his sleeve to see that scar on his arm from the one time he fell off the tree when he was a kid, and see if the thing where he's seeing is this actually him, or is this some kind of facsimile?
Yeah, you push up the sleeve and you see that on the arm of the Merchant that's not alive right now. Yeah, there's the same space where that scar is, the kind of odd jagged pattern. Looks like there's an earthworm that has kind of crawled up and died on the corpse Merchant's arm in the exact same place in the exact same kind of formation, but it's not a scar, it's an earthworm that's just kind of been dead. There's some dirt around it as well. And I also mentioned that the sound of Reed's laughter, I don't think that Reed's bellow, he's not doing the belly laugh, I don't think, but he's certainly laughing loud enough that it's audible. And
starting off as kind of like a chuckle, and he's just
you all begin to hear the sound of Reed, being joined by the people that are in the kind of fishbowl. Everyone starts very quietly, and then kind of all at once gather into this joined chuckle or joined a little giggling. Some folks are even clapping, kind of quietly clapping. Not in a disturbing way. Well, okay, sorry. Take that. Not in a way it's disturbing your focus. Perhaps it is, in fact, disturbing your sense of safety. But it is, as real as it can be. Certainly, you're hearing it.
Miranda, what happened?
Merchant?
Yeah, what happened? What is this?
This place or this double?
No, what? Remember the rule. What did you see happen?
You grabbed hold of the wheel over there. You turned. You disappeared.
Yes.
You returned. You said something to Meridian, and Meridian killed you.
I don't remember. That's not what happened.
I know.
I was taken.
It's not your exit yet. I know.
I met the
What
the
did
author
you
of the
see?
play. I met the author of the play.
Mm-hmm.
It was JC. JC is the author, and the author wants the bottle.
Everyone's looking for their bottles.
He can't look for his bottle anymore. He needs us to find it. He needs me to find it.
Here?
I don't know. I didn't have time. The woman, Deborah, she pulled me back away from him, and I fell, and I landed in this elevator. The next thing I know, I'm standing out here. I'm wearing, what is this? I don't remember changing clothes. I don't,
None of us?
I never stabbed anyone.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. I'm there. I'm here. That's not me though.
No. It's okay. Because we are going to get out of this. We're going to figure it out. And we're going to step out into the sunlight. And we're going to look back over our shoulders. And we're going to say, we did it again. We got out. Okay?
That's what you don't understand. We never got out. We never left.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one. We got out. Got out of what? We've gotten out before. Doesn't mean shit.
It means the eye of the audience is not on you. When you're in the wings waiting to go on, you get to live the life of the performer and not the character. That may not be lovely and pleasant, but no one writes it for you, okay? Until your cue comes, you get to choose. And I want to go back into the wings for a minute longer.
Kind of sounds like molasses is draining from an old boot. You all realize the sound is kind of slapping against the floor and the glass in this room. And you all kind of slowly turn, knowing you'll see something that you just don't enjoy very much. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I mean, look, who knows? No shame at this point. Dirabandi has a couple of old, I guess, kind of crates of very old Coke bottles. Not sponsored, but we would be happy to be sponsored by Coke, by the way. Many old Coke bottles there, and he's attending a line. The line of all the other residents have kind of lined up now, and there's a queue, and his like open, broken face, all these huge gashes. His lip is kind of turned upside down and is like overturned. The very steady stream of blood is pooling in the bottom of these Coke bottles, and he's handing it to people as they go by. They are dipping this Coke bottle of theirs into what looks to be a normal fish bowl, just kind of filled with brackish water. You're not sure exactly where or how that's happening and how everyone's getting their full Coke bottle of brackish water plus whatever Darabandi's got leaking out of his face. But after they've got this concoction, they're all kind of beginning to socialize and go back to whatever the fuck normal is here. Some of them are drinking this like, terrible concoction while playing at a foosball table that's been clearly made to not be dangerous, so to speak. Some of them are reading magazines, sipping casually this elixir. But everyone's kind of going back to normal. And Darabandi and the fishbowl are seemingly everlasting as, upwards of 12 or 13 people at this point have passed by the soda fountain, as it were. Carry on.
All right. That's gross. I'm not touching it. None of us are mechanics or plumbers, so I suggest we ignore it and fucking try to figure out where we might find a bottle in this damn place.
Do any of you remember his photo from the McAllister? JC,
no.
No. Remember
Misty.
yours?
Yes. Mine was there.
Yeah. But no, not his. In fact, I wouldn't know what to look for because I didn't see him. Because you touched a door and then disappeared, and that's where you saw him?
That's where I met him. We spoke. He's working on writing the play. But just like...
Did you ask him what's next for me? I'm curious. I'd love to know.
He seemed frantic. He needed his bottle. He wants to be done. just like Exeter.
Well, then
was
let's go
doing.
find it. Let's go find his fucking bottle. And I'd like to maybe have a word with this guy.
I think he might actually like that.
Okay, well, what are we waiting for? Unless do you want some of the Coca-Cola? You want to go get a drink, or should we just start looking?
No, that's vile.
It's fucking vile.
Probably make you roll sand for that, but most of you are adapted to violence anyway, and you just saw your friend die and then not die, so we're going to move past it.
Yep, fully adapted to violence.
Yeah,
at this point.
I think I'm the only one not adapted to violence. Is that correct?
That sounds right.
I'm adapted.
I keep deferring my sand loss. So
You need a good nap. You need a long rest.
I do. I need a good 38 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
A long nap.
So handler side note, is it accurate that we have not seen JC Lynn's portrait?
You have. You did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the McAllister.
Yeah. Help me with which.
Oh,
did he have the bottle in his pocket with the medicine that he couldn't quite read?
Was a small, unremarkable medicine bottle from the 1900s. It's embossed with morphine.
It's morphine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's morphine. I remember that.
And I had a total thing about it, and everybody abandoned me while I was ranting. I remember that
he has cancer, right? Does JC Lenny have cancer? I think that was what he was saying.
He looked very sickly, certainly, when you saw him.
Yeah. He was not doing well.
No.
Okay. Merchant will turn back to the group and kind of lift his head. No, we did. We did. Yeah. You saw my portrait and you went to look at it, but what you didn't see was that JC Lynn's was there. I was telling y'all about how morphine was this experimental drug and it was used to treat these things. It's a morphine bottle. JC Lynn's needs a morphine bottle.
Well, we are in a place where they will have some amount of morphine, I assume.
I'm guessing the Dorchester has some sort of dispensary for medication. We can go find where they keep their bottles of meds.
Yeah, we can see if it matches. It was particular. I don't know if any bottle will do, but we can certainly look.
Well, yeah, then we look for that one. But I feel like that should be the first place to look if we're appealing to logic.
Merchant will chuckle at that one.
Yes, haha. You all don't believe anything is real anymore. I get it.
Classic joke.
Come on.
Okay.
Why are you being such a party pooper?
I just think it behooves us to... You know what? It doesn't matter. You're
Merchant's
right.
back
Nothing
from
is
the
real.
dead. Come on, lighten up.
Merchant's back from the dead.
I never died. That's not me.
As light as they come.
Quiet. Yes, you did.
Merchant's actually going to turn to Darabandi. Why were we fighting?
Darabandi can mostly not speak, but through whatever noises he's making with his remainder of face attached. Yeah, you gather through his face has really become ground beef. But through all of that, some disagreement about the Red Sox or the Yankees or the Mets, some baseball thing, which I'm not even sure is... No, not into baseball, right? Not a Merchant thing?
Merchant will look at Darabandi and just simply say, I don't even like baseball, but you probably deserved it.
You think he says I did?
Away.
Yeah. Okay.
Get his ass. That's my opinion.
Oh, yeah. That's been noted for the record, certainly. If we'll write that down. So you begin to make your way to the stairs. Are we chancing the elevator? Stairs. Okay, good. Nice.
Yeah, I just saw Meridian Reborn come out of the elevator, so I'm going to avoid the elevator. Yeah,
Merchant.
Yeah, same.
You don't want that.
Same guy.
You don't want that.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Stairs.
There it is. So you make your way to a stairwell. It is open. There's no lock on these. I think you can get out. They're the kind where you get in and you can get out. You can't go back through the door usually. But you're hoping the second floor is unlocked or something like that. It's not all the way at the bottom.
Should someone stay and hold the door? Make sure we can get out the other way. Get back through.
Yeah, you do it.
Understood. Wait, you can identify early 20th century medicine labels?
I mean, what it's gonna look like a tiny Coke bottle, and it's gonna say heroin with an E or something, right?
Maybe someone else should hold the door.
I'll fucking hold the door. Go.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Miranda, you you're right. You got the door. The other three kind of trollop down the stairs, walking together. A very hodgepodge group of of your friends that you get to watch walking away, discussing. Do the Mets even exist? Are the Yankees real? What? And as they walk away, you're just kind of like, oh fuck me, like, oh god. Yeah.
Going to kill myself and then all of them.
Boy, oh boy, if anywhere that could be possible. Yeah.
Possible?
Possible even, yes. Make
Impossible landscapes.
in ancestry again to see what happens. Pizza pie. Yeah, you the three of you make your way down the stairs and find the second floor door unlocked, or rather standing open. And the buzz of these lights are reminiscent of a different buzzing of lights that you felt elsewhere. You get a very nice, cold, sterile feel from the lights that are, mostly blue and assaulting your retinas. But this is, in fact, what you believe the second floor looks like, or did look like, or might look like. And there's no one here.
Great. Let's go find the medicine.
Yes, let's.
Good. Fetch quest of a lifetime. Yes. Okay. You begin to make your way down the long corridor. And then perhaps, you get thrown a bone by a benevolent god. And you think to yourselves, oh God Almighty, are these floors going to act the same way as the other floors have? And so I think that you would at least think to yourselves, oh fuck, can we even get back where we're going? Or maybe you wouldn't, but I do want to say, this has happened enough times where you've gotten lost somewhere you shouldn't be able to get lost. Are you concerned? Are you keeping track of your way, or marking the wall Hansel and Gretel style, or traipsing?
Reed certainly is not concerned about any of that. He's kind of single-mindedly focused right now. He just wants to get the medicine, get to this guy, and get some answers.
Okay, got it. Miranda, on the third floor, as your friends kind of leave your view, I think that you saw Deborah Carver and know and remember, so I'm going to act like you do. Deborah Carver walks up to you, has a second bottle of whatever the fuck that is, and walks up and says kind of cordially, like, I know it looks gross, but it hits a spot.
I'm sure it does, Ms. Carver. I'm sure it's quite satisfying, in fact. It's just not to my taste, I suppose.
She's like, well, looks can be deceiving. I mean, look, you'd think it would taste like copper, but really it's just pretty fruity. Are you sure you don't want to give it a go? And she offers to you this bottle of, red, like maroon tinged water from the Thames from many years ago.
I appreciate the offer, Miss Carver, but I don't feel that would be appropriate given my position here.
She says, oh, yeah, okay, fine, I guess. And then she opens up, you didn't see a laundry chute right next to you, and dumps it down the laundry chute as she's dumping it. So, I think I saw the doctor with you. Is he going to get the medicine that I really needed quite a lot? Do you know?
He is going to look for, I believe, some morphine. Could you remind me what you needed?
Oh, not that. No, I don't. I'm good. Melonia. It's a lot more natural than morphine, for what I understand.
Of course. Well, I will let the doctor know once he returns that you are, of course, eager to continue your course of treatment.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And she's like, and I think Ed wanted to talk to you. If you want, I can hold the door.
No, I would. I'd prefer to wait. If that's okay.
Are you sure? He said that he would take you to bail if you spoke to him. I mean, he's just over there, and you look over, and Ed has got like a piece of paper and a crayon against the wall, and he's drawing what is probably going to end up as a butterfly, but now just really looks like the letter B.
I already regret my decision, but yes, please hold the door, and I'll speak to Ed.
Of course, I will not step away for any reason.
I'm extremely glad to hear that.
So can we edit in at that point the bum 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 we're good right there right now. Thank you. She holds the door, she grabs it for you, and still holding on her bottle in the right hand. Maybe gives you a nod even of affirmation as you walk towards Ed, who does see you coming and hastily finishes his drawing of a butterfly and offers it to you. Cutting back to the trio that is down on the second floor, you have made your way successfully toward what you believe the center of the floor is, or like kind of, I suppose, the side where the door, the side of the rectangle where the door is, that same side. You think you're kind of getting toward the center, and probably is when you'll, reach some kind of point that was a hub, whether that was like a, kind of like a larger hub where the break room is, or maybe there's like some kind of administration med or administration closet or area. But as you kind of get to where you believe that all should be, instead you find more and more hallway. And it really just goes on forever and ever. And you turn around, and again, behind you now you see endless halls of glistening white tile, bright sheen that offers nothing really except the feeling of being clean, but not the feeling of knowing where you are now. You hear the sound of a clock ticking, or maybe it's a monkey striking on a little drum.
Reed, as he continues to walk down this endless hall and occasionally just kind of slams his fist against the wall aggressively, but his facial expression doesn't look aggressive. It's just these intermittent just slam against the wall, and he's like, come on, what is it? What is it? Do I not want it enough now? I've done this before. Why can't I do it now? Do I not want it enough? Do I not want it enough? Can you hear me?
Millstone, I thought I really wanted to see Bale, the guy who read the announcement, but it took me to the author. I'm afraid that we don't always know what we want.
Okay, well, I certainly don't want to fucking go for a hike, so, maybe you take the lead? I don't know.
I don't know. I just saw my own body, Millstone. I don't know what I want. I don't know if I can leave here.
Gonna unpack that right now, or
no. We're gonna find the medicine. We're gonna find the medicine, but I don't know if I can lead the way to it.
The last slam on the wall that you really try, Millstone. You expecting your hand to kind of thud off the tile. This time you smash the wall, and this huge crack beginning at your hand and going up, and then kind of splintering off into a couple more smaller cracks, and then down, easily as tall as you, as tall as Meridian even, and decently wide. Not wide enough that you could fit through, or even that the smallest among you could, but maybe a toddler would have a chance to fit through. Through the crack, you see, it's almost like you're standing at the top of a very, very heavily raked set of seats, like in a theater. Insofar as the angle, it seems as though you're looking down, across tons and tons of rows of all these different people sitting in, and they're all watching something happening on the stage. But the lights are much too bright for you, or them, certainly, to see anything that's going on the stage. But something is. Like, you know something is. In fact, you really want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, Reed, that opening happens. He sees that crack appear, and he's like, oh, hold that thought, merchant. Hold that thought. Perfect. We got, there's people. And he just starts he's gonna kick against the tile and just kind of like try to widen that crack so that he can step through.
Roll luck.
He just wants to go somewhere.
Yeah, roll luck.
Luck. Okay. 75.
Your foot pretty easily slams through a bit of tile. And you're not really surprised that this happened, but it certainly seems opportune as the tile flies and careens, kind of up and over and arches into kind of the front rows area of the audience. And you can see that the tile thuds against the neck of somebody sitting in the second row. And you can hear their head kind of smashing the seat in front with this very audible crack. And whatever is happening on the stage stops. It's as if the orchestra does that cute little, stopping sound, all screeches to a halt together. That happens, but each of you know that it happens, not audible or not visual. You just feel as though Now you're on the stage. Now you are the ones being watched. And one by one, you see the people that are sitting in the audience kind of turn around slowly. And as they do, you realize that they're not turning of their own volition. They're all on what seem to be very large strings. They all very slowly turn. And you gather it's probably about 100 now. They're all wearing this very almost majestic red, yellow, and blue uniform. And from the seats, the marionettes all just peer at you. Their painted on eyeballs just kind of sit against your skin. And they all raise their right hand at once with a finger extended, pointing to behind you, behind where you are.
Oh, that way? Thank you. And Reed smashes his fist against the other side of the wall.
Oh, sorry, no need. You turn around and there's a door. It says medication administration and storage.
Reed sticks his head through the crack. Thanks a whole lot. We do appreciate it. You saved us a lot of time.
That crack is
Any reaction from the marionettes?
They bring their hand in and they begin to applaud, but again, it doesn't sound like applause. It just kind of sounds like someone slamming 2x4s together at a pretty rapid rate. It's not nice.
Merchant is going to look up to see what's at the top of the strings.
Nothing. Black.
Up into nothingness.
You gather that the stage rigging or lights, catwalks, but only because you understand how theater works. You open that door?
Reed's going to try the door. Yeah, Reed is trying the door.
That sounds good. I'm not surprised. Meridian, are you just along for the ride here? Or is there something you want to be doing? Along for the ride. Sounds good.
Yeah, just so far, nothing to say.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the way that Reed is going about things right now is 100% Meridian style.
Yeah. Yeah, he's riding it. All good. Riding on it. You
He's all right.
riding on it.
Cool.
You try the handle. You turn the knob, and it does, in fact, twisty turn, and you pull the door open. As the cameraman devilishly runs back upstairs. Yeah, so as you approach Mr. Wild, he has finished this, very heavy air quotes for our audio listeners. This photo or this drawing of a butterfly with a mostly red crayon. There may be touches of fuchsia, but you're not really sure. He folds it up for you and writes on it. And again, he's utilizing, he's got the toddler method. The crayon is gripped in his fist and he's writing, very, very haphazardly. But he does, in fact, put Mr. Wild on it very hastily, and he's got it folded and he hands it to you and says, really, really good. Thank you for coming over. And I wanted to give you this. I wanted you to feel welcome, being here with us. And he kind of awkwardly looks away, and he's holding it out towards you, but he's looking away, like doesn't want to know you're taking it from him. It's a cute thing, I think, just to be clear. Like he's awkward as fuck, so he is trying to be kind and cute, I think.
Okay, thank you kindly. I'm Agent Miranda. It's good to see you again. Are you feeling well?
You stand there. You stand there enveloped in silence. Neither of you is
I'm probably nodding. We're just staring at each other.
Yep.
Probably I break first at some point. I say, "Well, how's your relationship with Dr. Friend?"
Oh, kind of not a mean. He's not a very nice guy. He's just kind of rude. He's mean. I think overtly. I pretty sure. But I guess we've been friends. So I think we're still friends.
Mm-hmm. Like rats in a ship.
Yeah. Can rats drive boats?
No. They're more famous for fleeing them at the end of the day. Have you seen any bottles around?
No. But every so often, Mr. Mark he gets lost and he'll break through the wall and call me names. And he kind of like gestures about his face. You're reminded as you stare at it that he's grossly disfigured.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whenever he's here and he's got his pickaxe and his fucking miner's hat or whatever, with the lamp on it, he always says he's looking for the fucking the bottles and the labyrinth.
This is, do you know Mr. Mark's last name?
No.
Is he
Sounds
an
stupid.
abrasive gentleman, a mean one?
Kind of rough. Mrs.
Mhm.
Carver says rough around the edges. Mm-hmm.
Sure. And you're not rough around the edges, are you?
No, according to Miss Carver and Mr. Darabandi and Mr. Topchick, everybody says I'm quite refined.
Mm-hmm. A man of some bearing and taste and distinction, no doubt.
Yeah, Mrs. Carver says I'm very wide and full of character.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
So,
did you ever run across a group of people in your time here? What were their names? And then I give him the names of the agents we're looking for, which have escaped my brain at the moment, but not Miranda's.
No problem. And they're really not super duper important to say right in this moment. So you say them, you recite them, and he says, "Oh, you know what? I think that you would do some good. Do you like tea?"
I do drink tea from time to time.
Oh, very good. He kind of like steps back and he says, "Well, let's go to my room." And he turns and walks away.
Okay, then. If I shuffle behind him in my grippy socks to his room.
I'll go.
You glance behind you, and Deborah Carver is chatting with someone back turned to you, but she is still holding the door. You around the corner, and you see that Ed, who is also doing a nice little like shuffle, almost an old man shuffle, but just a tad bit more sure of himself, and probably a little less aching in the hips. He brings you to a room that looks fairly plain, but has certainly got character. It's got Ed character, Mr. Wild character. You're seeing the word Ed in a couple different places, kind of on the walls, but a lot of the word Ed and a lot of the word whist are kind of scratched out. And I'm sure that you probably would know both what whist is as an idea and as an actual, word and the definition of, and also an Ed elsewhere. So I think at least one other Ed, maybe two other Eds. So
absolutely. Whist, yeah. Do you play cards, Ed?
He has on the table, a small table that it looks like he even may have made himself. Made is a tough one, but it's certainly it's a table. He's got a little box of flashcards. It looks like they're like the intro to spelling, and he just kind of nods his head as if to gesture to them, and turns on an electric kettle.
Do you ever come and go, Ed, or are you here full time? Mm-hmm.
Pouring the tea.
A certain gravity. Yeah, I can understand that. Mm-hmm. Is this king one I would be familiar with, Ed?
Oh, well, yeah, I think so. I mean, we're all kind of familiar with the king. I mean, everybody here has been touched by the king at some point. I mean, really, and all the souls that are touched, they just kind of struggle to find their way to the king, and that's why we all kind of keep getting sucked in and out. The only other choice is just a long time, forever of being banished in the night worlds. He's
sure.
Do you like lemon?
Yes, I do. Yes, no sugar, no milk or cream, just lemon.
It's like I have stevia.
No, I appreciate that, but no,
Okay.
no sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Just the lemon. You said in and out. Do you know the way out from this place, Ed? From this facility?
Mm-mm. No, I don't know, but Bale does.
Bale does. Yeah. I think he was a friend of merchants.
Oh, is that later? Or
Do you
now?
know? I'm not sure, actually.
He looks up at the clock.
I have a hard time keeping my line straight.
Yeah, he looks up, and his clock is missing. It's missing its hands. It's missing both of its hands. And he says, "Mm-mm, not yet."
Not yet. Fair enough. Do you like Bale?
Yeah, I think so. Bale's the closest
Okay.
one. He's the closest one to the king. I mean, the king is. The king's a kind of a god, kind of a developed kind of cosmic entity. And he's finishing
Cosmic
up the
entity.
tea. Yeah, yes. Well, just kind of transcended reality. And he kind of brings the tea over. He's got a Christmas butter cookie tin, that you open the others. He's like, these are kind of stale, but I think they just replaced them. So maybe they're good now. And he opens them up, and there's a couple that look edible.
I'll pick through them and have a tiny nibble off of one.
The tea
Sip
smells
some tea.
good. It smells like, good English breakfast tea. Do you want to drink some, or are you going to not drink it?
Yeah, I'll absolutely have some tea.
Tastes good.
Nice.
He's sitting down now with you.
How did you come to be touched by the king, Ed?
Well, I guess that really the main thing is that everyone gets touched by the king in one way or another at some point. It's just that some of us I don't know, we let it get to us more. We are kind of like flies in the web. I mean, everybody's going to get caught in a web sometime, but some of us get out of the web, or some just don't fly into it for a long time.
Sure. Flies will buzz through the gaps in a web, circle and circle. And
we sometimes get eaten by frogs or, other things.
Sure.
Now, those are the lucky ones, I think. I don't think the web's meant for anybody, really, unfortunately, but,
Is the king the web or the spider, Ed?
Ooh. He kind of sits up now. He disturbs the flashcards. One falls on the floor.
I didn't pick it up.
It's L, and then it's a L, and then it says lake, and there's a lake on it. And he's like, I don't know. I guess I guess that I guess really it's just about your perception.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. What difference the fly, whether it starves in the web or is eaten by the spider? It dies all the same. This has been a delight, Ed. Anything I can do for you? I need to go make sure that my friends don't get stuck wherever they are.
He says, "Oh, where did they go?"
They're down to visit the dispensary. I think they were looking for some morphine and some Melonia, hopefully, but I don't know if they remember.
Melonia? No. They won't find that there. That only grows right next to Carcosa. I mean, right on the edge of it.
But the dispensary doesn't stock it? No one coming back this way?
No. Melonia goes bad once it leaves the fields. Pretty quick, from what I understand.
You know why Ms. Carver would be asking for it then?
Yes. Ms. Carver, morphine. Ms. Carver, imagine a fly in the web was fed morphine. And the fly got away, but the fly still needs morphine.
I see.
But,
You're very insightful, Ed. This has been a lovely conversation.
Okay, well, thank you. Thanks. He's like, look, if your friends go down there, tell them to watch out for the paper tiger. It's in the medication room. Well, it's a library too, but.
Well, I am certainly glad to hear that there is a threat down there and that they have already left. So I think I will be trying to chase them down to the best of my ability, Ed.
Okay. Just bring the mug back when you're done.
She bolts the rest of the tea. Like, it doesn't matter how hot it is. She just gulps it down, sets it down.
You're right. It doesn't matter.
Says thank you.
Great. He's like,
thank you.
Welcome. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she stands and wiped her hands off on her pants, little flecks of blood from her still torn up fingernails, and jogs back to the door that the others went through to the dispensary.
Our poor cameraman makes his trip one last time down the stairs. And now we are right behind Reed, behind Millstone, grabbing that handle to the room that says medication administration. And you open up. In that room, as soon as you open it, have you ever played those games at the arcade where there's all the coins on the edge of
coin pusher
tray? Yeah, the coin pushers. That's kind of how it feels, but with books. As you open this door up, all these books move kind of out of the way and some tumble over this kind of precarious edge. Feels like you're in this just massive, unbelievable archive. Just thousands and thousands of books all around you. The shelves are, very old. All this old wood and the smell of aged parchment and probably some amount of sweat and dead skin. The feeling of just totally encapsulated in a book, an old book. There's very little in the way of medication, as far as you can see, and very little clear way of traversing. You'd have to kind of take some time to figure out how to get off the ledge that you're on right now, further and deeper into the library. And it's fairly dark. The blue lights that are behind you are kind of creeping in, which is allowing you to see what you can see and the precarious edge. But that's about all you can see.
Reed's going to take some steps forward, and he's going to be cautious around that edge, but he does want to see if he can kind of glance over the precipice and see what lies beyond.
Okay. Do you have any way to light up the space? I mean, I guess more a question for me, I suppose, but did you have anything that could light the space at one point?
No, the only thing that Reed has on his person, as far as he knows, is that large hybrid pneumatic tube ampule, which he never took out of his pocket.
Nice.
But aside from that, ever since we've been in the Dorchester at night, I lost my inventory.
You kind of peek over the edge. Yeah, and as you do, you hear the sound of books kind of shuffling, and almost like a breeze or wind is pushing through the books from nowhere. I mean, there's no clear outside, so to speak, and there's no fans, but it sounds like books are being ruffled and disturbed. You know, maybe a story or two below you. It sounds like it's moving closer and kind of moving upwards. Whatever it is, if it's something, or if it's a gust of wind or whatever, you don't feel safe. You don't really feel in danger either. But you've got the hair on the back of your neck standing up.
The only way that Reed knows to look for an answer as to how to go forward is to take a cue from the environment. And so what he's going to do is grab the nearest book to him. To be clear, there are books strewn on the floor.
Everywhere on the floor. Yep.
Everywhere. Okay.
Yep.
And there's a drop off, and then there's also probably more books down there.
Yep.
So the only way that Reed knows in this moment to look for a way to go forward is to take his cues from the environment. That's how he got here in the first place. He was trying to manifest his way into something, and he found the room with all the marionettes, and they pointed him here. Now he looks in his environment, and he sees a giant precipice before him, and around him just an absolutely interminable amount of books. And so he, with a mind to asking his environment what to do, like treating whatever this place is like its own self-contained magic 8-ball, he just grabs the first book that calls to him. And it's a book with a yellow illustrated cover. On the cover of this, what is definitely a children's book, just a short, very, very short in length, and it's made of board, called Bedtime for Francis, and it depicts a anthropomorphized young badger getting into bed. And Reed pulls the book open to a page, and it's this illustrated badger in bed looking up at what you would think is a parent, probably its father. And the text on the page that he reads is as follows. "There's a tiger in my room," said Francis. "Did he bite you?" said father. "No," said Francis. "Did he scratch you?" said mother. "No," said Francis. "Then he is a friendly tiger," says father. "He will not hurt you. Go back to sleep."
And as you finish reading that dialogue, the sound of rending pages just is almost upon you at one time. You get this very, very kind of hard to parse sound, as though somebody has decided to jam very, very sharp steak knives into many books all at once, and is ripping and using them for movement. And as you put all these pieces together in your mind, the last one that you need, it again vibrates it resonates in your chest in a way you have never felt. It sounds as like someone has turned on 1,000 blenders and put 1,000 pages in all of them. The sound of ripping paper is multiplied across the room, almost as if it is carried double by the books that live here. And it certainly allows your chest to vibrate, and it's clearly the roar of a tiger. From behind you, you feel a rush, a movement, and in front of you, you see a thing, a tiger about to pounce, made of paper, ink, And Meridian, stepping into battle as he has many times before with almost reckless abandon, says,
Get some fire. We're putting this bitch in yellow pajamas next.
and that's where we will end the episode. One take of bitches.
Boo!
Fucking A.
I
that
feel
was dope.
uncomfortable.
All right, well, fucking
I dig it. You know what? I'm okay
Hell
with
yeah.
a comic relief cliffhanger for goddamn once.
hell yeah.
Hell
dude.
yeah, brother.
And I think our audience will be too.
I think so. I mean, look,
Got him.
a paper tiger
It
is
is.
fucking silly, right? Like,
It is episode 23.
That's
We can
true.
chuckle a little.
Although we're known as the show with minimal table talk, which I don't know how I feel about it, because the more we do this, the more I
Uncle
want
friend.
to subject our audience to my
to the
shitty
violent,
sense of
wretched
humor.
things that Charlie says.
Yeah.
we all have like weird fucko senses of humor that
Really?
do not match with each other. They like
I-
really like it's like we all pulled out a pistol and shot into a room and the bullets are ricocheting and catching each other in the air, but completely by random.
This is accurate. Yeah,
But
Buddy.
there's enough of us that one of us will vibe with whatever
Yeah.
another one of us says.
usually.
So it's just exactly. I think ricocheting is the best way to.
It is
to
hitting, but not
characterize
the
it for
same.
sure.
Hitting different, as the kids say.
It's hitting different. The
Mhm.
podcast, hitting different.
Thank you for
is
watching,
the new
buddy.
show.
We have
That's the title.
hopefully 6 to 7 more episodes will be out this year. We're so excited to have that be a thing. In no way related to
6 to 7 this year.
6, 7.
Oh,
I didn't
fuck
mean
you.
that.
Boy.
Oh,
no.
you all the way.
I'm gonna go intentionally fall down the stairs. Y'all are lovely.
Oh, don't do that.
Just lost all our subscribers, guys.
If you subscribe, I will send you one forehead kiss in the mail. Andy, how was it?
Phenomenal. Every time.
Andy, you're phenomenal.
Oh, this is true, dude. Damn.
I love
Yeah,
I love when
If there's
people
one
lie
thing
for
we
me.
can say about Andy,
Andy
it
love
is
him.
that he is truly
He's a real one.
Something.
phenomenal in the most literal sense of the word.
Real stepper, as the kids would say.
Yeah. I am
Number
a,
one stepper.
there is a phenomenon that includes me. Yep. Got it.
Beautiful boy. Stop that shit. We love
Definitely here.
it. All right. Thank you all for being alive and watching this with your life.
Sure.
I know, right? We are actually stealing. If there's a pie chart that is your life, we're stealing a fucking
that.
segment of that.
We're not
From
stealing.
you.
We are sharing. We are sharing. And that's caring. For those who don't know, I've got the best dad ever fit today. So I'm just going to sit down with y'all, look you in the eye and say, Sport, you're doing great. Don't let the bad days win.
This might be the most emotionally confusing outro we have ever produced.
You're welcome, everyone. More to come.
It's hitting different. All right, folks.
Yeah.
I think we've stolen enough of your time.
Toodles, my doodles.
You all have a great day or night.
The king loves you, and so do I.
So
Peace,
does
y'all.
Daddy. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Before we sign off, I want to take a moment to talk about something very close to my heart. This podcast is about exploring darkness and fear, but in real life, those feelings can be overwhelming. I want to remind you that if you're feeling lost, lonely, or struggling, you don't have to face it alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. If you're in the US, you can call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, for free, confidential support 24/7. Wherever you are, there are resources and there is hope. You matter and your story matters.